Everyone compares Gangland Undercover to Sons of Anarchy. What do you think people miss when they treat those shows as similar?
You want to go first, Damon?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen most of it. I haven't seen all of it. Yeah, you go.
Yeah, because I've had that reporters ask me that before, like, well, what do you think when you see Sons of Anarchy? When it first came out, I didn't want to watch it just because I don't want to say flashbacks, but, you know, if I start watching that stuff, it gets my nerves up, and then I start dreaming about it, and, you know, I wouldn't have a problem doing it now, but I did watch it later on, but it was more like a soap opera, and it was a exaggerated soap opera on the power of biker gangs. Yeah, it just seemed like a day soap to me. And not that it wasn't, you know, that it wasn't entertaining to people that wanted to watch it, and not that it wasn't a great show, but for me it was just a dramatic soap opera, and after one season I just got bored.
Yeah, I mean, I think our show is very different. Although Taylor Sheridan, you know who he is?
For sure.
Yellowstone, and so the man ghost that he inhabits, we want to partner up with him. So if he's out there listening, I know he was like number 5 on, I can't remember what number on the call sheet was, but him on Sons of Anarchy inspired his whole move, right? I agree with Charles. That was more of a soap opera. I think our show is more well-rounded in terms of what it's like to infiltrate. You know, like the focus is on the infiltration, not so much the gang life, you know, and we've been trying to bring it back. I mean, I've sort of talked to you a little bit about, I've written a script for a feature film that would continue the story. And the big focus for us is, and Charles can attest to this, is both sides of the equation, right? It's not just like he was saying, if you're caught at the scene of a crime with manslaughter, you could be disavowed as an informant, right? Meaning that you'll go to jail and do the time. And I think that is something that needs to be investigated and explored. The fact that these CIs or confidential informants, they're often used by the federal agents. You know, it's not that they're disregarded, but they're not treated as police officers. You know, they're devalued in some way based off of the fact that they come from a criminal background and that they're trading their time for other time. And so I think that, like, riding those two lines, I think we kind of touched on it in the series in terms of what your obligations are to, like, I don't think there's like right and wrong. You know, I don't think it's black and white. I don't think that all the guys that are in gangs are bad and all the guys that are police officers are good. I think we're humans and we're like tribal, and whatever group that we're in, we sort of uphold whatever those ideals are. And the cool thing about an informant is he's kind of like, or she is riding both of those lines. And I think as a drama or as a story, that is something that, I mean, you could tell stories forever because it kind of like the emotional swing. The only thing I think that kind of houses our individuality or our humanity is our family, right? I mean, we can lie to them and we can betray them, and like you can have all the range of colors that you have in your professional life, but its core, you know, your kids or like those relationships that stem from your family are those ones that kind of maintain the authenticity to your character. You become who you are based off who you were as a kid. I mean, it changes, but at its core, those are the sort of true ideals. And I think that the difference between the two shows is that Sons explore, well, Charles said, more of a soap opera relationship, and we explore sort of what it takes to do it and what it takes to go through with it. And I think the violence is fairly similar on both shows. The sexuality in Sons was more portrayed than we were. And I think if we get a chance to do it on a streaming platform that would allow us to go maybe more of an R rating, that we could go darker with the violence and with the sexuality, which I think would really lend itself to the show. Yeah. Now, Charles, I want to ask you, what was the sex like in... No, we're just investigating here, so.
And just, you know, yeah, they weren't trying to be real. It was like a Shakespearean play. I mean, it was, you know, geniusly thought out, but it wasn't trying to do what we tried to do. One was trying to be a real infiltration of somebody trying to go into a biker gang and how to portray the bikers in a more real way. The other one is, you know, had great writing as well. Incredible acting, incredible directing, but it was more Shakespearean, you know, type experience, which it worked great. I mean, that show just did incredible. And Look at all the stuff they sold, but yeah, I don't think they can be compared. I think you're right, Ivan, that it's like apples and oranges. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm not an actor, so basically I'm free to tell whatever I want. So basically I hate this show, Sons of Anarchy. I can't watch it. One season tops, that's it. I mean, for me it's like some kind of a, I don't know, soap opera, basically, as you mentioned. And there is a very small difference, but it's really crucial, because your show could be related to the noir genre. Actually, it's like against all odds, and the one hero, one-man army goes against everyone.
If you want Gangland Undercover back, now's the time. Post on any social media, a clip, a photo, a selfie with the Fight for Falco hashtag, or even just a text post. Share this video with friends, like, subscribe, and check the comments for all the links. Together, we can make Season 3 happen. Let's make some noise. Together, we're a force.